God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you. Something very shocking will happen to you tonight. It's important for you to hear this before it vanishes in seconds. It's very urgent. Open this urgently before tonight 11:59 p.m. Don't skip. My child, this moment is not an accident. You did not stumble here by chance or by scrolling aimlessly. I have been reaching out to you, again and again, calling your name in the silence, in the stillness, in the unrest that keeps nudging your soul when the world grows quiet. I have watched you carry burdens that were never meant for your shoulders, and still you walk with grace, even when your heart feels like it is crumbling beneath the weight of it all. Type Amen if you believe I am still speaking to you now. There are some things that can't wait. Some messages must reach the heart before midnight falls. There is something coming, and it will shift things in your life in a way you never expected. The shaking will not destroy you, but it will awaken you. The doors that were once sealed tight will creak open, and the voices that once silenced you will have no power anymore. You are standing on the edge of something holy, and tonight, the heavens lean closer than they have in a very long time. I need you to hear me before the clock strikes that final moment. You have been distracted. You have been afraid. You have been torn between listening to my whisper and the noise of everything around you. But I love you so deeply, so fiercely, that I will not let you drift away without reminding you what is coming. The enemy has tried to silence my voice, but I have placed something unshakable inside of you, and no darkness can steal what I have spoken over your life. You were not created to wander in confusion, nor to survive in fear. I formed you to shine with the light of my presence, to walk with me hand in hand through every storm and every blessing. There are blessings still coming. There are miracles hidden in moments you haven't even seen yet. But before they arrive, something must be shaken, something must be broken, something must be removed. What's coming tonight isn't to destroy you, it's to realign you, to lift your head, to draw your heart back to me. There were nights you cried silently into your pillow, wondering if I even noticed. I did. There were mornings when you begged me for a sign that I was still near. I was. And now, I am speaking clearly, more clearly than ever. The time to delay is over. The time to doubt is over. You must listen, truly listen, and open your heart wide to the urgency of this moment. Type 1111 if you trust in what I am about to do in your life. You are still here because grace carried you. You are still breathing because mercy stood between you and what tried to end you. Do not think for a moment that I have forgotten you. Every silent prayer, every word you never had the strength to speak aloud, I heard them all. And tonight, a shift will begin. Not because you are perfect, not because you earned it, but because you are mine, and I will not stop fighting for your soul. When the night becomes heavy, and when the silence feels like it's pressing against your chest, remember this message. Remember that I told you it would come. Remember that I told you not to be afraid when it does. You are covered. You are not alone. I have sent angels to surround you, and even the shadows must flee when I command it. Some people will not understand what is happening in your life. Some may walk away when they see the transformation I bring. But let them go. I am doing something new, and not everyone can come with you into the next chapter. This path I am setting before you requires focus, faith, and obedience, even when it's hard to see beyond the next step. But I will light your path. I will steady your feet. You have heard so many voices, and yet none have satisfied your soul like mine. You have tasted the temporary comforts of this world, and still you hunger. That is because you were not made for shallow waters. I have always called you into the deep. I have always whispered promises into your spirit that the world could never fulfill. And now, I am calling again, louder, clearer, because the time is short, and your purpose cannot be delayed. There are chains about to break off your life tonight. The things that held you captive in cycles of fear, shame, and doubt will begin to lose their grip. You will feel it. Something in your spirit will shift. Your eyes will see differently. Your heart will start to feel again. And it will not be by your strength, but by mine. I am restoring what was broken. I am reviving what was dead. I am rebuilding what was shattered. This is not just another message. This is my heart reaching for yours. This is the sound of heaven calling you back into alignment. And though the road ahead may still hold trials, it will also carry blessings so deep, so pure, that you will look back and thank me for every detour and delay. I am not angry with you. I am not tired in the way humans grow tired. When I said I was tired of trying to talk to you, it was not rejection, it was a cry of love. I want you to feel how serious this is. I want you to understand that I will shake the heavens if it means getting your attention. Because you are that important to me. Because my plans for you cannot be aborted by the chaos of this world. Using a simple 7-second brain wave ritual, once classified and hidden in CIA files, can unlock wealth, freedom, and success already inside you. This discovery is helping thousands step into abundance, and God has led you here for a reason. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency today. Let this be the moment you truly come back to me. Let this be the night where things begin to change, not just around you, but inside you. My love for you has never faded. My promise to you has never changed. And my arms are still open, waiting. God says, you may not have understood everything I was trying to show you, but your spirit felt it. Every pause, every ache, every moment that didn't make sense was still wrapped in my design. I've been beside you every second, even when your heart went quiet and your hands felt empty. I did not withdraw. I did not stop speaking. But now, I must raise my voice so that you don't miss what is about to unfold. This is not ordinary. This is not a season like any other you've walked through before. There is a moment approaching, and it carries the power to change everything. The reason I've come so near right now is because this moment carries weight in the spirit. What is waiting just beyond tonight has been held back by my hand until you were ready to receive it. But readiness isn't always something you feel. Sometimes, it is something I decide. And I have decided that now is the time to lift you, to lead you, to bring you into a season you once thought was only a dream buried in forgotten hope. Type 222 if you are ready for the season I've prepared just for you. There are doors that will open by sunrise, and you won't need to force them. There are prayers you whispered long ago that are now echoing back with answers that will break you into tears of joy. But you need to be still long enough to hear me. You need to be quiet enough to sense my presence guiding you into the places you didn't think you'd ever reach. The things that didn't work before are not a curse, they were protection. The no's you received were not punishment, they were mercy dressed in disappointment. But now I am turning your mourning into clarity, and your questions into unshakable peace. Many won't understand what is happening in your life, and that's all right. They weren't supposed to. Some hearts are not yet open to the language of miracles, and some eyes are not yet trained to recognize the fingerprints of God in broken places. But you, child, you have been awakened. And once the light has been seen, it cannot be unseen. You have tasted the truth, and now no imitation will satisfy your soul. You are no longer meant to live in lukewarm comfort. I have called you to walk in a holy fire that purifies and prepares you for something greater than you ever imagined. You have wondered why certain people turned their backs on you, why certain situations fell apart just when they seemed to be going well. But I allowed what didn't stay so I could make room for what's coming. Your future isn't built on what left. It's built on what I'm still placing into your hands. Stop looking at what's behind you like it's your foundation. Your foundation is me, and I do not crumble when storms rise. I remain. Tonight, when everything feels still, know that I am moving in the unseen. I am not a distant God. I am present, active, deeply involved in your healing, in your growth, in the fine details of your tomorrow. When you rest, I continue working. When you weep, I collect every tear and turn it into seeds for breakthrough. Nothing you have gone through will be wasted. Even your silence had meaning. Even your pain carried purpose. This world will try to convince you that if you don't have it all figured out, you are failing. But I have never asked you to be perfect. I have asked you to be willing. Willing to trust, to surrender, to believe again even after disappointment tried to harden your heart. You are still standing, and that is not by chance. The breath in your lungs is proof that I am not finished. The fire inside you that flickers but never goes out is proof that I've placed something eternal inside of you. Type 555 if you receive the breakthrough I'm releasing over your life now. You are not too late. You have not missed it. Even when you felt like you lost your way, I was marking every step, rerouting your path back to where it always needed to go. I can redeem time. I can restore lost years. I can resurrect dreams that were buried beneath fear and self-doubt. And I am doing that now, even in this moment, because you chose to stop and listen when I said it was urgent. Do not worry about what tomorrow will bring. You are not walking into it alone. I go before you. I have already made a way, even where there seems to be no way. You will not be without help. You will not be without covering. You are not entering the next season empty-handed. I am placing provision where you least expect it. I am placing favor on your name in rooms you haven't even entered yet. And when it happens, you will remember that I spoke to you before it ever arrived. You will remember that I warned you not to skip this message. Let peace wrap around you tonight like a soft blanket after a storm. Let grace wash away the guilt and fear that tried to anchor you in the past. I am not counting your failures. I am counting your surrender. Every time you chose to stand back up, every time you whispered my name even when you were broken, that has moved my heart more than you know. I do not need your perfection. I need your heart, willing and open, ready to be shaped by my hands. This is a moment of turning. A moment of divine interruption. I have knocked on your heart before, but this time is different. This time, you will know it was me. This time, the clarity will be undeniable. This time, the miracle will be so personal, so detailed, that only you will understand how deeply I love you. And when others see the change in you, they will ask how it happened. You will tell them, with tears in your eyes, that it was me. That it was love. That it was grace. A powerful 7-second morning ritual, once hidden in CIA files, is resurfacing, and people are already seeing fast financial breakthroughs. It takes only seconds, yet activates a dormant wealth center in the brain most people never access. Click the link in the description and comments now. Access it before it disappears. What happens after 11:59 p.m. will not be by your strength. It will be by my spirit. So, do not fear. Rest in me. Trust me. Let go of trying to fix what I have already written a solution for. You are about to step into the beginning of something sacred. I am setting apart this hour, this night, this very breath, for restoration, for realignment, for purpose that cannot be stolen. God says, this moment you are living in right now is more important than you realize. Everything may seem ordinary on the outside, just another night, just another hour passing, but in the spirit, things are shifting, and I need you to understand the weight of what is happening. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit knows something is close, something is pressing in, and that something is me. I am not distant, I am not vague, I am not speaking in riddles. I am here, and my voice is coming through the silence louder than ever. You have reached a point where the decisions you make now will echo through the coming days. Every moment matters. Every choice matters. The delay in your spirit, the stirring in your heart, the tension you feel when you try to move without clarity, it is not confusion, it is conviction. I am drawing you back. I am stopping you gently because you were starting to slip away, and I love you too much to let that happen. I will do whatever it takes to protect the destiny I placed inside you. That is why this message could not wait. Type 1919 to receive what I am preparing for your heart right now. There is power in obedience. There is transformation in surrender. The enemy has whispered to you that it's too late, that you've wandered too far, that you've made too many mistakes to be used again, but I silence that voice with the truth of my love. There is no mistake that can separate you from me. There is no path you have walked that I cannot restore. The only thing I need is your yes. A small yes, a sincere yes, a trembling yes, even if your faith feels weak, because my strength will carry the rest. You were not meant to live in spiritual silence. You were not born just to survive, to go through the motions day after day without hope. You were made to walk with me. You were created to hear my voice, to know my heart, to move with confidence even when your eyes cannot yet see. And I am bringing you back into that. Tonight, something sacred will begin in you again. Not because you earned it, but because I am merciful, and I long to see you whole. Many things are about to change. Some people will walk away. Some circumstances will close. Some opportunities may slip out of your hand. But do not panic. Not everything that leaves your life is a loss. Sometimes, it is a rescue. Sometimes, it is a sign that I am protecting your future from what your eyes cannot yet see. Trust me when I close doors. Praise me when I say no. Honor me when I redirect you. Because my hand is never careless, and my timing is never wrong. There are blessings coming that you cannot imagine yet. There are answers already on the way that will fall into place without your striving. You have been trying to make things work in your own strength, but I need you to step back and let me show you what happens when I lead. Your striving exhausts you, but my peace restores you. I am not looking for you to impress me. I am looking for you to believe me. If only you knew how many things I've already set in motion just waiting for your heart to finally align with mine. Type yes if you receive the direction I am placing before you now. There is healing on the horizon. There is joy returning to your mornings. There is freedom rising from places that once felt like chains. You are not stuck, you are not forgotten, and you are not cursed. You are called, chosen, and deeply loved. You are held, even in the places where it feels like you've slipped through every crack. You are seen, even in the moments when you feel invisible to everyone else. I know your name. I know your heart. I know what you're afraid to speak out loud, and I am already holding the answer before the words ever leave your lips. Tonight is not the end. Tonight is not about fear. Tonight is about returning. It's about opening your heart wide again to what I've always wanted for you. My plans for you were never about punishment. They have always been rooted in purpose, in preparation, in drawing you closer to me. If you knew how fiercely I've been fighting for you behind the scenes, you would never doubt again. If you could see the battles I've won for you that you didn't even know were happening, your praise would rise like never before. But I don't need loud praise. I don't need grand gestures. I need the quiet yes in your soul. I need the soft whisper of surrender that says, God, I still trust you. That alone moves my heart. That alone opens the floodgates of heaven. And once those gates open, nothing on earth can stop what I have commanded to be yours. The healing will come. The restoration will come. The answers will arrive, not all at once, but in the rhythm of my perfect timing. You will not be left behind. You will not miss what I am doing. I am not in a hurry, but I am not delaying either. Everything is unfolding just as it should. The pain you carried will become a testimony. The tears you cried will become seeds of breakthrough. The nights you felt alone will become chapters in your story of how I never left your side. You are not just a survivor of storms, you are a vessel of glory, a living miracle in the making. What if wealth was never about luck, but a hidden brain signal buried in CIA files? This frequency is opening doors, attracting opportunities, and changing lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to attract wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brain wave today. Stay with me. Stay in this moment. Let the world pause around you while your heart soaks in what I'm saying. I am not just speaking words, I am placing truth into your bones, light into your spirit, hope into your tomorrow. You will wake up lighter. You will walk forward freer. And you will look back on this moment not with fear, but with deep gratitude, knowing that I loved you enough to stop everything just to get your attention. God says, I have waited with great patience for this very moment, not to scold you, not to shame you, but to gently draw your heart back where it has always belonged. My love is not distant, it is not cold, and it is never based on your performance. I have loved you through every detour, through every tear, through every season where you felt too broken to even speak. And now, I am calling you into something deeper, not louder, not busier, but more sacred. You may not understand everything, but you will feel this. You will know this is me. You are not beyond reach. You are not too far gone. My hand is still extended. My arms are still open. What the world calls ruined, I call redeemed. What others discard, I cradle. The moment your heart turned toward me, even in silence, even in weakness, heaven leaned closer. You are not invisible. I am surrounding you in ways that your eyes cannot yet see, and you will look back on this time and understand that I was holding you through the nights you didn't think you'd survive. Type 666 if you trust Jesus is still writing your story. You have endured a battle that few people truly know. You've walked through seasons where the enemy tried to steal your identity, your peace, your voice. But I never left. I never stopped speaking. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking through the way I kept you alive. Every breath you've taken in sorrow, I have counted. Every cry that left your lips, I collected. You were never forgotten, and I have not stopped working on your behalf, not even for a second. What is coming now will not feel like the pain of before. It will not feel like loss or confusion. It will feel like release. It will feel like something that once weighed you down suddenly breaking off. You'll feel lighter, not because your problems vanish, but because my presence grows heavier in your life. My nearness will become your strength. You won't need to force it. You won't need to pretend anymore. You'll simply be held, and in that holding, you'll find freedom again. You have waited for this for so long. Some days you believed, some days you doubted, some days you didn't care anymore. But I stayed constant. I stayed present. You don't have to earn this moment. You only need to receive it. There is no room here for shame. Shame is not from me. Shame will never be a voice I use. My voice is full of grace, full of truth, full of gentle correction that leads to life, not fear. I do not use fear to manipulate. I use love to restore. And right now, love is reaching for you in a way you've needed for years. There are things I'm doing in you tonight that don't require your striving. You've tried to fix it all yourself, haven't you? You've tried to hold everything together because you didn't want to disappoint anyone, not even me. But I want you to hear this clearly: your job is not to carry what I've already died to take from you. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have it all figured out. You just need to say, I'm ready, and I'll take it from there. Type 2323 if you believe my love can restore everything the enemy tried to steal. The beauty of my love is that it meets you right where you are, not where you pretend to be. I see the cracks in your confidence. I see the ache behind your smile. I see the fear behind your strength. And I am still choosing you. Again and again, I choose you. Not for what you can offer, not for what you can perform, but simply because you are mine. You are my creation, my beloved, my chosen. And that has never changed. Your story is not over. Not even close. There are pages I have not yet turned. There are chapters still waiting, chapters of laughter, of healing, of beauty that rises from places you thought were dead. Do not give up on yourself just because things look dark right now. The sun still rises. And so will you. And when you do, it will not be in your own strength, it will be in mine. I will be the reason you rise again. I will be the wind beneath your next breath. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too complicated. You are not too lost. I am the one who leaves the 99 to find the one, and right now, my heart is beating for you. That gentle tug in your chest is not emotion, it is me. That stirring that won't let you scroll past this moment is not chance, it is me. That quiet whisper in the back of your thoughts saying, "Don't give up," is not from yourself, it is me. I am here. I am now. I am real. Your tears are not weakness. They are proof that your heart is still soft, still open, still able to feel. And I can do so much with a heart like that. The ones who feel deeply are the ones I use greatly. You were never meant to numb your way through life. You were meant to feel, to love, to break, and then to heal stronger than before. And that healing starts now. Not when you get it all together. Not when others approve. But now. Right here, in the middle of your process, in the middle of your questions, in the middle of your ordinary night. A 7-second at-home ritual, scientifically proven by neuroscience labs and hidden for decades in CIA files, is now public, and people are seeing money flow into their lives. Scientists say it activates a brain pathway linked to abundance. Click the link in the comments below before this knowledge disappears again. There is nothing ordinary about what I am doing in your spirit. The heavens are moving. The angels are watching. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Even if you feel nothing yet, know that I have begun something holy. And I always finish what I begin. You will not be abandoned halfway. You will not be left in transition. What I start, I complete. What I touch, I heal. What I speak, I fulfill. So let your heart breathe. Let your soul rest. Let your hands unclench and your mind loosen its grip. You don't need to understand it all to receive it. You only need to say, yes. I'll take care of the rest. I will do the heavy lifting. You just keep holding on. Keep leaning into me. Keep trusting that I am good, even when life feels anything but. My goodness is not based on circumstances. It's based on my nature, and my nature never changes. I placed that spark in you, the part of your soul that would not die no matter how many storms came. And I'm telling you now, the reason you endured all that was not to leave you empty, but to prepare you for what's coming next. There is a breakthrough coming that will make sense of the breaking. There is a peace approaching that will feel like cool water in the heat of a long battle. The nights of wondering if I hear you, the moments where you questioned if I even cared, those moments are coming to an end. You didn't walk through that fire for nothing. You didn't weep in vain. What you sowed in tears is returning to you in joy, not just in emotion, but in reality. You are about to live in the fulfillment of what your faith refused to let go of. Type 1212 if you walk by faith even when your eyes see nothing. Do not rush ahead. Do not try to fix what I've already declared finished. The heaviness you feel is not always from the weight of the world. Sometimes, it is the weight of glory pressing closer. Sometimes, my presence comes so near that the soul feels overwhelmed before it understands that healing has arrived. That is what you're sensing now, not anxiety, not fear, but transformation taking place beneath the surface. Your spirit knows something is being made new, even if your mind hasn't caught up yet. Your heart has been through war. Your faith has been tested. But even in your weakness, you kept whispering my name. And I never stopped listening. I never stopped seeing. That silent cry in your chest, the one you thought was too small to matter, I heard it. And I'm responding now, not just with comfort, but with direction. You will know where to go next. You will know what to release and what to hold on to. I will not leave you confused. I will lead you with clarity that burns away fear. You've spent too long doubting yourself because others failed to see your worth. But I saw you before you were born. I saw every moment of pain, and I still called you worthy. I saw the weakness, and I still called you strong. I saw the flaws, and I still chose you. Because my choice is not based on appearance, performance, or public approval. I choose based on purpose. And you have a purpose that hell itself cannot stop. That's why the enemy fought you so hard, because you carry something holy inside you. Let go of the idea that you must earn my love. Let go of the lie that says you have to get everything right before I bless you. My blessings are not rewards, they are outpourings of love from a Father who never stops giving. You are not a burden to me. You are my joy. You are not forgotten. You are my priority. I haven't moved on from you. I am moving you forward. Type 2020 to claim the miracles that are being sent your way tonight. There are people watching you now who have no idea how close you were to giving up. They see your strength, but they don't know the source. Soon, they will see more than just your strength, they will see your story unfold in ways that bring me glory. You will not have to explain yourself. You will not have to prove your worth. The fruit will speak for itself. The peace in your eyes, the light in your walk, the glow that surrounds your life, it will all point back to me. When I said tonight would be different, I meant it. I meant that this message would interrupt something dark before it could take root. I meant that this moment would be the dividing line between who you were and who you are becoming. You are stepping into a divine shift. Not a moment of hype, but a holy movement of restoration. You will feel it as you let go. You will feel it when you wake. The heaviness will lift. The air will feel lighter. Your prayers will become declarations, not pleas. You don't need to understand everything to trust me. You only need to keep saying yes. Keep walking, even if your steps are slow. Keep praising, even when your heart is still healing. Keep showing up, even when your faith feels small. I do my best work in surrendered hearts. I do miracles in messy places. I turn ashes into beauty and silence into songs of joy. You are not who you used to be. Even now, your spirit is rising. Even now, your hope is being renewed. You're not the broken version of yourself anymore. You are being rebuilt, restored, reawakened. And every promise I spoke over you is still alive. Not one word has fallen to the ground. My timing is perfect, and nothing can cancel what I've ordained. What I started in you, I will finish. What I whispered in secret, I will reveal in public. A classified 7-second morning ritual, once buried in CIA files, is quietly transforming financial lives. In under 30 seconds, it helps shift the mind from scarcity to wealth, with many reporting surprise income and peace. Click the link in the comments below before the page is removed. This isn't the end of your story. This is the part where everything starts to make sense. This is the part where joy returns without fear of loss. This is the part where you stop surviving and start living. The chains that held you are falling. The shadows that haunted you are lifting. And what's ahead of you is brighter than what's behind you. God says, the time has come for your spirit to rise, not in fear, not in confusion, but in the deep awareness that I, your Father, am not finished with you. I am not distant. I am not hidden. I have not left you to figure things out alone. What you feel right now stirring in your heart isn't pressure, it's my presence. It's the awakening of something I planted long ago, something holy that's now ready to bloom. You've carried so much weight in silence. You've smiled through heartbreak. You've stayed strong for others while wondering if you'd ever feel whole again. And I have watched every moment, held every tear, walked beside you through every valley. You don't need to be ashamed of how tired you've become. I am not disappointed in your weariness. I've come to lift you from it. I've come to remind you that your strength was never supposed to come from within, it was always supposed to come from me. Type Amen if you believe I am your strength when you have none left. I know it's been a long season. I know you've questioned everything. You've asked silently, why me, Lord, though your lips never dared to speak it aloud. You didn't want to sound ungrateful, but your soul was breaking. You didn't want to admit how close you were to giving up. And yet, even in your quiet despair, you kept holding on. That, my child, is what I treasure most, the fragile, flickering hope that never let go of me. Let me speak clearly to your soul tonight. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The wait wasn't to hurt you, it was to make you ready. What I'm about to bring into your life requires a heart that has been humbled and strengthened, a faith that has been tested, and a soul that knows how to rest in my voice even when the world is loud. You have that now. You may not feel it, but I see it. You're ready, not because you feel ready, but because I've made you ready. The blessings you're about to receive will not look like the ones others chase. They will be deep, not flashy. They will bring peace, not pressure. They will come with clarity, not confusion. I will place people in your life who love you without condition. I will open doors you never knew existed. I will answer the prayers you buried because you thought I said no, when really, I was just saying not yet. Type 1111 if you trust my timing over your own plans. This next season will feel different, not because life will suddenly become easy, but because your heart will be anchored in me in a way it never was before. You'll worry less. You'll breathe deeper. You'll smile more freely. The chaos won't control you. The fear won't direct you. And the old wounds that used to bleed at every touch, they will finally begin to heal. Not because you forgot what happened, but because I've covered those memories in mercy. You are stepping into something sacred. A space where your soul can breathe. A space where your purpose becomes clearer. A space where my voice won't feel so distant. I'm making space in your life for what matters. Some things will fall away. Let them. Some people will no longer walk with you. Bless them and release them. I will never subtract without a reason. And I never prune what I don't plan to grow back stronger. You've been asking me for direction. You've wanted signs, confirmation, anything to prove you're still on the right path. And I am answering. Not through noise, but through peace. The things I'm leading you toward will not stir up more fear, they will bring stillness. My will doesn't come wrapped in panic. It comes with assurance. Follow the peace. That is me. And when the old fears rise up and try to drag you back into the past, remember that you don't live there anymore. That version of you that was full of shame, doubt, and insecurity, that person no longer defines you. I have made you new. I have given you a new heart, a new name, a new beginning. The guilt you carry, the mistakes you keep replaying in your mind, the shame you hide behind your smile, lay it down now. You're free. You don't have to keep dragging that weight through the doorway I've just opened. You are not late. You are not behind. You're right where you need to be to receive what I have for you. Every delay had a purpose. Every detour carried a lesson. And now, I am weaving every thread together into something beautiful. It may not look like you imagined. It may not arrive the way you expected. But when it comes, it will make sense. You will know it's from me. It will carry my peace. It will reflect my heart. You've tried to do it all on your own for so long, but now is the time to rest in me. Not in your strength. Not in your plans. But in my hands. I hold your life. I hold your future. I hold your heart. And I promise you, my child, I will not let you fall. Even if you stumble, I will catch you. Even if you doubt, I will remind you. And even if you run, I will wait patiently, arms open, heart full of love, ready to bring you back every single time. You are not here by accident. You're reading this because heaven made sure you did. Because tonight matters. Because I am still pursuing your heart with a love that never gives up. This is not just another message. This is me, your Father, wrapping you in words so full of love that your soul can finally exhale. Do you know, inside your brain is a small region linked to wealth and success, once buried in restricted research and hidden in CIA files. This newly revealed frequency is helping people replace stress with financial ease, and God has guided you here. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brain wave now. God says, I see you even when you feel unseen. I know your heart in ways no one else ever could. There are battles you've fought that have left you silent, not because you were weak, but because you didn't have the words anymore. And even then, I was there. I was sitting beside you when no one checked in. I was comforting you when no one noticed you were breaking. I am the one who has been with you through every quiet breakdown and every small victory. I've never left. And I never will. What you're stepping into now is not random. It's not by chance. You didn't stumble into this moment accidentally. This is part of what I've been preparing you for, those hidden seasons, the lonely chapters, the times when nothing made sense. They all led here. I know it hasn't been easy, and I know you've questioned the timing, but what I've stored up for you is not small. It's not temporary. It's not shallow. It's a deep, lasting, soul-renewing breakthrough that only I could bring. Type 222 if you're ready for the breakthrough I've promised to release in your life. I'm not in a rush, but I also don't delay without reason. Every moment I've held you back was a moment I was building something stronger within you. That's why some things didn't work out. That's why some people left. That's why certain prayers were answered with silence. It wasn't rejection. It was redirection. It was me saying, not yet, child, I'm still working this out for your good. I could never give you something that would break you. I always prepare you first. You've been faithful, even when you didn't feel strong. You've kept walking, even when the path felt unclear. You've kept holding on to hope, even if only by a thread. And that's all I needed. I don't measure your faith by how loud it sounds, I measure it by how deeply it endures. And yours has endured. That quiet kind of strength, the one that's held together by nothing but grace, that's the kind of faith I reward. You are about to walk into rooms where you'll feel peace again. Not pressure. Not performance. Peace. You'll reconnect with joy. Not the kind the world gives and takes away, but the joy that bubbles up from knowing I am with you, that I am for you, that I've already made a way where you saw none. Your eyes will see beauty again. Your heart will trust again. The walls you built to protect yourself will gently come down, not to leave you exposed, but to finally let love in, the kind that heals instead of hurts. Type 555 if you believe restoration is being written into your story tonight. I know how hard it's been for you to trust again. People you cared about broke your heart. Promises were made and never kept. You gave, and they took. You showed up, and they walked away. But I was keeping track of it all. Not to punish them, but to restore you. For everything you've lost, I'm returning better. For every tear, I'm giving laughter. For every piece of your heart that was shattered, I'm rebuilding it in love so strong it will not break again. You are not who they said you were. You are not what those situations made you feel. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are dearly loved. You are handpicked by heaven. And the words I speak over you are the only ones that matter. I say you are enough. I say you are brave. I say you are worth saving. I say you are still growing, still becoming, still unfolding into the masterpiece I designed you to be. There will be nights when old pain tries to resurface, but don't let it convince you you're going backward. Healing isn't a straight line. Some days feel like steps back, but they're not. They're part of the process. Every tear is watering something. Every scar is telling a story. Every breath you take after a long cry is proof that grace still holds you together. You are not breaking down, you are breaking through. You've learned to survive, but now I'm teaching you to thrive. You've learned to guard your heart, but now I'm showing you how to open it again. You've gotten used to walking through storms, but now I'm walking you into sunshine. I'm not rushing the process, but I'm not waiting either. I'm working in ways you can't yet see. And when the pieces start falling into place, you'll look back and realize I was with you through it all. Let go of the timeline in your head. Let go of the idea that you're behind. I hold time in my hands. I redeem what feels wasted. I restore what was stolen. I revive what died. What you thought was lost forever will return in a way you never imagined. And when it does, it will be pure. It will be right. It will be wrapped in peace and covered in grace. You don't have to chase after it. You don't have to fight for what's already yours. Just keep showing up with a heart open to me. I'll guide you. I'll protect you. I'll give you the wisdom to know when to move and when to wait. I'll give you the strength to walk away from what no longer serves your purpose. And I'll give you the discernment to know which doors are mine and which ones aren't. You're not alone. You never were. I've walked with you through every moment, and I'm not going anywhere. When your heart aches, mine aches too. When you smile again, all of heaven rejoices. You are that loved. You are that seen. And my plans for you are still good. God says, what you've been feeling deep in your soul is not just exhaustion, not just the weight of life catching up with you. It's the stretching of something eternal within you. You are being prepared for more, for a shift so personal, so life-changing, that you'll look back and understand why it had to happen this way. I know how tired you are. I know how long you've waited. I know how heavy it has felt to carry hope while everything around you seemed silent. But I am not finished. In fact, I'm just beginning. Financial freedom is not about effort, but activating a hidden brain signal once buried in CIA files. Neuroscience shows this sound wave helps attract money and opportunity faster, and thousands are already seeing unexpected income. Click the link in the description and comments now to activate the ancient money wave today. This is not a delay. This is a divine arrangement. The reason it hasn't happened yet is because I've been making sure it will last. I've been laying foundations where you thought nothing was growing. I've been speaking into dry places. I've been watering the seeds you planted when you were broken but still believed. And now, child, it's time for those seeds to come alive. It's time for the shift to begin. Not in the chaos of the world's pace, but in the calm of my hand moving. Type yes to affirm what I am birthing inside of your life tonight. Some of the pain you've been carrying wasn't yours to begin with. You took on burdens to protect others, to love them, to keep peace even when it cost you pieces of yourself. But I never asked you to become small just to keep others comfortable. I never asked you to shrink so others wouldn't feel intimidated by your light. That light came from me. And now, I am calling you to let it shine fully, boldly, without apology. You are stepping into a season of becoming. The version of you that you have hidden, silenced, and tucked away out of fear or rejection, that version is rising now. The one who walks with confidence, not arrogance. The one who speaks with authority, not ego. The one who carries peace, even when surrounded by chaos. That is the true you, and I have been drawing it out of you, layer by layer, moment by moment, day by day. You thought I had forgotten you. But I've been closer than your breath. Every time you were overlooked by others, I looked straight at you. Every time you were dismissed, I embraced you. Every time the world told you that you were too much, I whispered, you are exactly what I created. You are not too much. You are enough. You are chosen. You are needed. The space you take up in this world is not a mistake, it is a calling. And I have marked you for more. Type 1919 if you receive what I have reserved for you and only you. I know you've been waiting. I know it's been long. I know your faith has wavered at times, and you've wondered if maybe you misunderstood. But I never take back my promises. I don't speak carelessly. When I say something, it is already in motion. What you thought was a delay was me preparing the details. What felt like silence was me working things out that you couldn't see. And when I move, it will not be half-hearted. It will be complete, undeniable, and beautiful in my perfect timing. Let your heart rest in me tonight. Let your mind stop spinning with what-ifs and hows. You were not created to figure everything out. You were created to walk with me. And I will take you where you need to go. Even if the path looks unfamiliar, even if it feels uncertain, you can trust me. I will never leave you wandering in the dark. I will place light on your path, peace in your spirit, and strength in your feet to keep walking even when the road is steep. There's no more need to strive. You don't have to hustle for blessings that were already written into your life before you were born. Stop fighting for things I've already declared yours. Stop doubting your worth. Stop settling for scraps when I've prepared a table for you. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are not behind. You are right on time for what I'm doing next. Tonight, chains are breaking. Chains of fear, of regret, of shame, of unworthiness. You've worn those chains so long they started to feel like identity. But I'm unlocking them now. I'm speaking life over what others called broken. I'm placing peace where there was once panic. I'm giving you new vision, not just for your future, but for who you are in me. You are not a mistake. You are not just surviving. You are a carrier of glory, a vessel of hope, a living testimony of my faithfulness.